family matters. I got some things to say today, but the main thing I want to express today is that family matters as we get into this cook up. I have great parents, and in my young adult life, I have not always maintained the best relationship with my parents. I forgive myself for those moments. It's important to forgive yourself for the moments when you aren't behaving in the most ideal way, because we are all human and nobody's perfect. And you're never going to maintain the perfect relationship with your parents, with your siblings, with your extended family, with your friends, with anybody, with your romantic partner, with your husband slash wife, whoever it is in your life. You're not going to maintain the perfect relationship with any of these people. So it's important that you don't beat yourself up for not maintaining the perfect relationship. But something I just recently realized, which is something that I've always known, but yesterday it really hit home because I hung out with my parents, with both of my parents. It's been how many months? About 8 months. Last time I hung out with both of my parents was in January, and yesterday I was able to hang out with both of them. I was able to give my mom a update on how I'm living. I showed her my apartment. She has never been able to see an apartment or somewhere that was really mine, because since the moment I moved out, I was always in a relationship with a woman, or I was living with roommates. So she's never been able to see her son on his own, like, really in a position of strength and thriving. So to be able to show my mom that, man, that was the best feeling ever. I ain't gonna fucking lie. I still got to show my dad my new spot. But just to, when you have good parents, I'm speaking to the people that really have good family. And when I say good, I don't mean perfect. Again, life is not about perfection. It's about when you have somebody in your life who you know cares about you and they're trying. Take this fucking mask off, because y'all gotta fucking see me. Y'all gotta really feel me, because I'm about to talk to you motherfuckers today. Oh yeah, I'm about to really talk. If you tuned in right now, drop a wave. I don't know who's tuned in. This is my first time going live on this particular page, which is something I'm about to talk about as well when I get done talking my shit about how family matters. Yeah, my name is Yave, for anybody who does not know, people who are going to be seeing this. Where was I at? I was somewhere. Got so much to say. All right, so when you have people in your life that are actually trying, that's what matters. Nobody's perfect, but when you know somebody genuinely loves you and they make the effort to show up for you in whatever capacity they show up, that's what matters. And I have parents who show up no matter what. No matter how old I get, they show up and they help and they love me. And I know that. Now, there's different points in your life as a child where you'll become critical of your parents. Every child does it. Doesn't matter how good your parents were, because like I said, no human is perfect. So at a certain point, you'll critique what your parents did or what they didn't do. And this will create different moments of friction and turmoil between you and your parents. So I've had those moments with mine. I've had moments with both of my parents where stuff got bad and we had to go through rough patches. But I was talking to my mom yesterday, and she said, it's this thing about forgiveness. And she said, me, her, and my dad, we all have forgiving hearts, and that's why we're always gonna be good. And that's facts. Like, no matter what has happened in our relationship, no matter who has said what, because all three of us have said things to each other that have been hurtful. This is just the nature of relationships. You're going to hear and do things and have things done to you that you just aren't gonna like. It's gonna hurt you. You're gonna hurt the people you love, and the people you love are gonna hurt you. There's no way around that. But when you have a forgiving heart, you can get past these rough patches and just get back to the love. Because if it's true love there, it ain't going nowhere. That love ain't going nowhere. So the only difference between people that get it right and the people that don't is the ones who refuse to forgive. And they something in them just does not want to let go of whatever the grudge is, whatever the hurt is. They just want to hold on to that, and they don't want to move past that. And I just want to give this message to anybody that's holding on to any type of grudge. They usually give this message when somebody dies. You want to know the truth about life? Just see how people talk when people pass away, because they start speaking the things that matter. Because once your shit is over, once your life is over, ain't no getting it right. Ain't no working on nothing. You're gone. This shit is you're dead. And what's one thing people say when people pass away? The core message is usually, man, if you got something going on with somebody, man, just squash that shit. Get it right. How many times have you heard people say that when people pass away? Man, if you beefing with your parents, beefing with your siblings, your loved ones, man, just let that shit go, man. Let it go. A lot of this shit is not that deep. Yes, it is deep, but it ain't that fucking deep. It ain't that fucking deep. Shout out to Karen. I forgive even when they're not sorry. Yeah. It's like you have to forgive no matter what. That's the thing about forgiveness. It's all about what you want to do. And it's about your peace and your ability to leave your heart open to receive and to give love. And then you have to assess if the people around you are able to do that. If they're not, then like it's moments where I'll hold on to something. We all got reasons as to why we want somebody in our life or we don't want them in our life. So I'm not saying you have to have every single person in your life just because you have a forgiving heart. But again, this goes back to you got to know who these people are. You have to know who your people are. I know I have good parents. No matter how flawed they are, I know that I have great parents. That's just facts. I know this to be true. So I'm not speaking for anybody else who may be watching this. You might have a relationship or a really fucked up dynamic between you and your parents. And that's on you to decide how you want to deal with that. But I know for me, it ain't nothing that's going on between me and my parents that's so bad that I can't have a great relationship with them. I just went through a patch where I had to find myself as a man. I had to go through some things. And when you come up in a 2-parent home and you have privileges, it breeds a certain level of entitlement and ignorance in the child. So I have to speak for myself and say, because I had it so good, and because I didn't have a lot of life experience growing up and being in a home that was so safe and supportive, it almost just makes you want to rebel and do something. It makes you want to get away from that environment, because as great as the environment is, it's not teaching you enough to come fully into yourself. So then as a young person, sometimes you process that as a little bit of anger toward the people that created the comfortable environment for you. But that's not the way to process it. But you only know what you know. So as a young person, you have to go through all these feelings of wanting to find yourself. And you love your parents if they did what they were supposed to do for you. And my parents did what they were supposed to do and more, and still do. So when you know you got good parents, you know you can't hate your parents. But then there's some spirit in you that just wants to not like them or wants to have some grudge against them, because you're critiquing them so hard. You're looking so deep at the flaws in them, and you don't want to see the good because there's something in you that needs to grow. So then you almost start to blame them for where you haven't gotten yet in your own life. But it's not their fault. Like as great of a parent that they can be, or as a team, whatever they do for you, they can't make you or live your life for you. You have to figure things out on your own. It was times where I felt some type of grudge against my dad because there were things that I was learning as a man that I felt like he should have taught me himself or taught me better. It's like, how dare I have that level of entitlement when the man taught me a lot? He taught me more than the average father these days. Just having a present father at all, just having some type of masculine presence in your life as a young boy growing into a man, you gotta appreciate that. You have to. So I've had to check myself many times throughout my young adult years. I'm 36 right now. I'm still very young. I'm glad I'm getting I'm glad I'm coming to terms with these things right now in my life because I have a whole lot of life to live. My parents are not super elderly. They still have their senses. They still are very youthful. They still are both a load of fun to be around. They're not sick. They're both healthy. So me as a 36-year-old man, it's like, man, you gotta know how to let dumb shit go so that you can appreciate these moments. Your parents ain't gonna be here forever. So I don't give a fuck. This is for anybody. If your parents ain't harming you, if they're not disrespecting you, uh, and if they are there and willing and open to have a relationship with you as the child, as their seed, man, you got that. It's not an obligation because nobody's obligated to do anything. But I just feel if you consider yourself a good person, and there's a lot of people out here considering themselves to be good. Everybody wants to believe that their stance is righteous. You're a righteous being, you gotta get right with your parents. If you're not good with your parents, man, it just ain't going your life ain't ever gonna be as great as it could be. You could convince yourself that shit is good, but it ain't. It might be good, but it could always be better when you got your blood family, specifically your parents. They are alive on the earth, your mom and dad. That's important. That is a very important bond. Those people brought you into the world. They literally created you. Their decision to come together is why you even have the ability to live and have thoughts and feelings. And if you appreciate your life at all, you should always want to have that relationship. So again, I have great parents, and I'm just happy that you know, just being around them yesterday, I can tell I've grown into a more mature man. They're both seeing me for the man that I am, but at the same time, it's just great to be around the people that created you because no matter how old I get, I know I'm always gonna feel like they're their child, even though I'm not a child. That's a great feeling, though. It's great to have that feeling of being protected and loved and looked after. And my parents have both told me this when I was younger. They always said, because I've been on this path with the internet, trying to connect with the world and trying to heal a lot of the fucked up shit going on in the world. And both of my parents have told me, look, you can try and build these relationships with these people out here in the world, but it ain't gonna be no relationship like the one you have with us. This relationship between me and my parents, it cannot be duplicated. Nobody's gonna have my back like them. Nobody's gonna love me like them. No matter what opinion I may want to have of them, there is no bond that will ever be like that. And it's facts. It's facts. I knew it when they said it. It's just I was on my path of having to figure things out myself. And in my 15 years of managing communities, I've met a lot of great people, but I ain't never met anybody that's gonna ever have my back and look out for me the way my parents. are and will forever do to their last days on the earth. And my parents, they always got my support. When they get into their elderly years, I'm gonna be there for them. I'm gonna look out for them the same way they looked out for me. That's just how it's supposed to go. And I've talked about the fact that I didn't grow up around a lot of my extended family. It was very, short visits. I love all my family, but it's really been me and my parents and my older brother. I'm not going to go into detail about my older brother, but I love him too. This is just about me and the relationship that I have with my parents and the realization I came to yesterday. And I just feel a lot more full, and I feel even more like a man. That's real man shit. People be online talking a lot about dating and relationships and gender roles and how that's important in manhood, but man, we don't talk enough about that family dynamic. A man that can maintain a solid relationship with his parents, that's very manly. That's very masculine. That requires a lot of bravery and courage. And come on, man. I felt like a man bringing my mom to my place and having her see my place and being able to welcome her into something I've built and created for myself. And to be able to have real conversations with her in my adult years, and for her to hear my adult thoughts, and then I'm able to hear her. You know what I mean? It's just dope. Being able to hear my mom voice whatever my mom want to talk about. Anybody that got criticisms of their mom, get over your fucking self. That lady carried you and brought you into the world, man. If she's not hurting you, harming you, taking from you, man, accept that lady for who she is. Let her talk. Let her be who she is. And learn how to deal with your mom however you can deal with your mom. Learn how to do that. It feels great to do that. And you won't be able to do that when she's not here. When her life is over, you won't ever be able to do that. And then you're going to be left with whatever feeling is left from that. Knowing that, the woman that brought you here is not here anymore. So how did you maintain a relationship with her? How did you interact with her? Did you really give her your best energy? And I know everybody got their own life and got to walk their own path. So you can't spend every waking moment with your people, but you can give them energy. And you're going to have to live with whatever you did or did not do. I'm happy to be at a place now where I know I'm going to be able to strengthen that bond again. It was never completely weak. I've always had my parents in my life to some capacity. But again, on my journey of finding myself and figuring out my life, sometimes you do have to pull away from your parents. You have to. You got to pull away from a lot of loved ones to figure out sometimes you just got to silence everything going on around you. And the people that love you, they're not going to take that well. It's going to be a hurtful thing to go through. But man, my parents are very understanding. They're very wise and they get it. And again, when you got forgiving hearts, you can always bring it back, get it back right, get it back, close, how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be close with your family. You're supposed to be close with your parents specifically. So again, this message is for the kids and for the parents. Get that shit right if you can get it right. And it ain't nothing that goddamn serious in the world. We gonna die. We're gonna fucking die. That's the facts. You wanna know the truth? We're gonna die. Whether you're good with your parents or not. You gonna be a cold motherfucker forever? You gonna hold a grudge forever? You gonna take that shit to the grave, huh? You gonna take that shit to the fucking grave. Be at peace with that then. I don't know how anybody can be at peace with that though. If you know you got good parents, you got good family. That ain't nothing you live peacefully in. Miss Karen said that took tremendous growth to acknowledge how much love the three of you share. Yeah. Thank you. I really just had to get that out on this live. I'm about to cook some music, but thank you, Miss Karen, for always tuning in to my music and my journey. You've been tuned in since the standard days. So one of the things I want to shift into where I'm at now creatively, and then I'm gonna start cooking. So as you can see, I'm live on my Yave page. This has been something I've been hesitating to do for a while. We get attached to certain flows. So on Facebook, for years, I've been on my Brandon French page, my personal page. That's where majority of my pictures and content, videos, interactions, friendships, all of my quote unquote network, my following, the people that are tuned into me, they find me on that page. And I've been in a very, very long routine of posting everything to that page. But as you know, in this world, branding is important. And as an artist, I want people to know me as Yave. So if my most active page on the internet is my personal page on Facebook and the name says Brandon French, that's not really in line with what I'm trying to build. And that affects the way I show up, because on Facebook, on my personal page, man, my thoughts and posts be all over the place. I've let people in on every part of my life. I've created a lot of content and I'm very good at it. But when it's not focused enough, it definitely works against your growth and where you're trying to go. So recently I've had lives where I've talked about this transition I'm in of trying to save the world and trying to build this world community and save everybody. Miss Karen, you saw that in the standard. Even though it was a music competition, it was still very much a community about bringing us together. It was just centered around the music energy. But it was a lot of people in that community that was connecting and building relationships outside of the competition that was going on. And that's a reflection of who I've always been. I am a unifying energy. I'm still going to be that, but it's going to be a lot more healthy and it's going to be a lot more organic. It's going to have a very, very much going to have a way better effect, and I'm going to be able to sustain it the way that I've always wanted to, because now I'm tuning more into myself. I know you love the standard. I know you was one of our most active people. You always showed up, had the opinions of the music. You was always tuned in. You always just loved everything that was going on. That was one of my favorite communities that I've ever built. And it was the closest to what my life is supposed to be, which I am supposed to live a life centered in music. And I've been avoiding this shit for a long time because I didn't want people to just identify me as a musician. But I've had to realize recently that I can make this into whatever I want it to be. So just because I show up and prioritize my music, that doesn't mean I can't express to people who I am and give them the energy I want to give them. Because when I cook up, like I'm saying, you see how I'm talking. This whole first portion of this live, I ain't made no music yet. But I'm sitting in front of the thing that I love the most. I love doing music. I love doing it. And I just knew I had a different approach than what's being pushed in the industry of what they want an artist to do and what they want us to look like and sound like and how they want us to make money, how they want us to operate. I just knew I always had a different kind of way that I want to do things and how I want to connect with people through my talent. So it's been a journey of trying to figure out how to get the right kind of flow, but I know what to do now. I know what to do. I am a composer. So in 2018, I started doing my live COOKUPs, and that was the closest to. That was actually when I found the right flow in 2018. When I started doing daily live sessions, making this music and talking to people and building an organic community around it, that's really what I'm supposed to be doing. That's when I had the most fun in my life, even though I was in the most stressful situation. People couldn't tell because I was doing what I love. So I'm finally back into that energy. And now I'm going to be primarily on this Yave page. And I'm not posting on my personal page anymore. So if it's anybody on my personal page that be looking for my content, you ain't going to see me. And I had to realize, you might think, because this is what the algorithm does. When you get caught up into posting every day from whatever platform it is, and you are connected to this thing of just having to keep up with the daily the daily pressure to keep posting because I don't want people to forget that I'm here. This goes back to what I mean about how family matters. Because no matter how much I don't show up for my family, they ain't never gonna lose that love for me. I don't have to see them or talk to them every day so that they remember that I'm alive on the planet. But that's how it is on the internet. You might think that the people that follow you really, really give a fuck about you. They don't. These people just love things about you. They love what you present to the world, and they like to watch or look or read whatever it is that you present to people. They like what you do. It's doing something for them. But when you got genuine love, those people ain't showing up because of what you do for them. They just love you. That's the love I get from my parents. It ain't about what I'm doing for them. They just love me. You know, they just love me. So I already know I have not posted on my personal page in 2 whole days. I ain't posted shit. I have not done that in I don't know how long it's been, but I haven't posted anything for 2 days. Now think about that. Think about that. Think about the dedication and the creative energy it takes, because I'm not posting once a day. I've gotten into a flow where I've posted 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I'm creating unique content every single day in the form of edited reels, sometimes full-length vlogs, posts that I write out, and not simple things. I'm like really giving people depth and substance every single day, multiple times a day. I ain't never gone a day. It's been a long time. I can't think of the last time I did not post anything on my personal page on Facebook. So you got to look at, okay, let's talk about how you sometimes get married to a certain flow that you're not supposed to be in. So as much as that made me comfortable, and as much as I built on my personal Facebook page, I got a lot of followers that I've built organically on that personal page. I think I'm close to, like, I don't know, it's how many? I know I'm over 5,000. It's probably 6,000, 6 point something. I gotta check again. And that's years of interacting that got me to that number. So in the social media world, if you're trying to keep up, that's really not a whole lot. But in the organic community of people that's just building shit, that is a lot. And it took a lot of years and posting to get it to that level. So it was something in me that was just, it's been very hard to let go of that personal page because that's where my people are. But now I'm at the point I don't give a fuck. Let's talk about detachment. I've been talking about this thing that people got to learn how to do, which is getting away from things that aren't serving where you're trying to go. So I finally got to the point where I don't care to be seen on my personal page anymore. No matter, I don't care how many years of content and people that are on that page. I don't really care to be over there anymore. I'm going to start fresh and just start posting everything on my Yave page. And because it's on this page, it's going to be a lot more focused on my music energy. Y'all still going to get the talking. You're still going to get the interaction. I'm still going to edit my reels and put them up, but it's only going to be here. I'm not posting them. I'm not posting anything. I ain't posting shit to my personal page. And there's going to be majority of the people there, they ain't even going to notice. I guarantee. The people you so connected to and so focused on feeding, if you disappear, they're not going to care that fucking much. I promise. They probably not even going to notice. And the ones that do notice, they probably won't even hit you up. They won't. You know, the only time people notice you've been gone is when you show up again. And then in their mind, they're reminded, oh, damn, I ain't seen you in a while. But they haven't really been thinking about you like that. They don't fucking care. Stop fucking caring so much about this algorithm and shit. I'm a totally different. I'm not totally different. I'm still me. And I'm still going to show up. Because now I'm focused on building this page. So this page is going to grow. I'm interacting. I'm connecting with a whole new demographic of people from this page, and I'm interacting and liking different posts. So my algorithm is going to start to shape around whatever I'm liking and clicking from this page. So now my network, quote unquote, my network is going to be completely different over here than the one that I've built on my personal page. And as you know, Facebook is about people you've known for years. This page is going to be completely different. It's going to be some of the people that I know from my personal page that are going to start to follow this page, but I don't really care. I've got to the point where I don't care if I don't get any of those people I've built these internet connections with. If they don't come over to this page immediately, I don't care. This shit is for the content. I'm gonna be posting all this stuff to my YouTube. So all these lives that I do, I rip them from here. I put them on my YouTube. And sometimes the best thing you can do in your life is to just start fresh. Sometimes you got to get real still, disconnect from the flow that you've been in for a long time, as hard as that is, and then just kind of reassess what you're trying to do in your life and then focus on that. I'm ending business relationships, all these graphic design relationships, things that I've been getting paid for. Fuck the money. I don't want the money. I want to be in the flow that I'm supposed to be in. I only got one shot at this life, and I have never given the music the energy that I know I could give it. And I'm happy that I'm back in that energy, because I haven't been in this energy since I was about 20 years old. 21 is when I built my first community. That's when everything changed. That's when I took a lot of my energy away from music and started focusing on building these communities with people and wanting to save the world. Literally wanting to bring people together and use this creative energy to actually help people, to put light on them, to learn who they are, to talk to them, to help them build relationships. And like I was saying in my latest composition 15, I have finally learned that I just can't save everybody. So I retired from that thought process, but it took 15 years. So I have not been in my true flow. For those 15 years, I have not prioritized my music, which means I haven't been on the path of personal growth that I could have been on, because I've been putting everybody else before me. Been putting the people that I really care about and genuinely want to help, because I see the state of humanity. I know it sucks. I'm still aware of it now. I just have a different approach now. And now that I'm pouring more into me, I know that that purpose is going to fulfill itself, because I know the energy I possess. I know how I connect with people. Anybody that has connected with me knows the energy that they feel when I'm really outside connecting with people. It's a special energy. And it starts in here. This is my most loved craft. Like, I love music more than any other creative avenue. I've gotten into design, photography, video editing. Those are the main ones. Nothing makes me feel like how music makes me feel. This is the thing that I found at 6 years old. And I really tried to convince myself that this ain't the thing I'm supposed to be doing the most of. That's like, imagine Kobe Bryant, right? The Mamba. That would be like if Kobe Bryant told himself that he's not supposed to be consumed in basketball. Imagine that. That's the equivalent of what I did, because this music, I'm Kobe level in music. I'm Michael Jordan level in music. Just having that natural gift, I'm that level. I'm LeBron level in music, but I told myself not to do this. Why? Because that's what made sense to me. I did not want to be famous. I didn't want to be idolized. I didn't want to be famous for music. And I did not want to have the pressure of just always having to perform for people and do music, because that honestly is not, it just wasn't what I wanted. And it's still not something that I'm seeking. I'm just not seeking anything. I just want to be in my rightful flow. I just want to be in the flow that feels easiest to me. This is the flow that feels the best. It's easy. And I know it's going to be the tool that I have to use in order to build this community that I want. And it's going to be something that the world has never seen, because the world hasn't seen a music artist like me. There has not been a musician like me that can connect the way I connect, that has the mind that I have and the ideas, the heart that I have. There is no recording artist on the planet, and I'm going to have to show people that by being in my own element. And it's going to show itself now, because I'm about to be very consistent. I'm investing in this page. I'm investing in myself. And what you put your energy in will grow. So I'm just saying this now on this first live, because I got about 300 and something followers on this page now. So a year from now, a few years from now, we'll be able to look back on this first live and all these things that I just said on this live, and you're going to see it take place. You're going to see everything that I said here. It's going to come to be. The consistency I'm about to show is going to inevitably lead to me reaching more people, and I'm going to finally be able to reach the world and leave the seeds that I want to leave on the planet. And I'm going to be able to connect with y'all the way that I know I can connect. And it's going to be a type of connection that you've never felt from any artist. I guarantee it, because I've already been doing it. Miss Karen, you already know. You already experienced it. You've seen it in the standard. You've seen how I connect. It's still me. I have it in the right structure now. The way you structure your life matters. You could do something every day and not be in the right flow. You might see a little bit of progress, but you have to be in the flow that feels the most natural. It should not feel like work. I don't feel anxious. I don't feel heavy. I don't feel like I'm going to have to keep up with any algorithm. This shit is just about to be fun. And that's why this shit's going to grow very easily. I wasn't in that kind of flow before. Everything felt, people was asking me like how I do everything that I'm doing. Like, damn, it just looked like so much. I don't know how you do it. It was work. It was work. I enjoyed doing it for the time I was doing it, but it was a lot. And I did feel like I was, now that I'm in this flow, I can compare it. I didn't feel this light. I didn't feel this like, laid back. Everything was a chase. Everything was like a, man, I'm really getting to it. I gotta stay on them. That makes it difficult to just relax. I'm very relaxed now. It feels good to finally just feel like I'm just being. You don't want to work too hard in your life. You just want to be. Go to what you love and be around the people you love. So this brings it back to the family matters. And I'm tying that into this new journey now of just letting go of anything that I've been doing. It's just a new era. It's a new checkpoint in my life. And this is going to be the most growth. I'm really going to go where I've always seen myself, and where people around me, they know that I'm supposed to be doing some great things. I've been doing great things, but I've had a lot of people just be asking, man, why ain't you big? Why ain't you big? Why ain't everybody talking about your music? Okay, it's time. It's time, baby. It's time. Mark my words, on this 18th day of August 2024, it's time. It's up, bitch. I'm on y'all motherfucking neck, and I ain't letting off. Let's get to this COOKUP. Miss Karen said, facts, you have never been out the money. You have been, about the money. You've been about the music. I can't wait to be a witness to what you create. Thank you, Miss Karen. It's always been about what's in my spirit. It's even deeper than music. But the music, like I said, this is the thing I'm supposed to be doing. This the thing I love. This the shit At 6 years old, man. Come on. 6 years old, I told my mom I'm gonna be a music producer. That's all I'm gonna do. Man, come on. This is what I do. This is what the fuck I do. Alright, what BPM I wanna do today? Let's pick a BPM. I wanna go in like the 1 teens. I usually don't do a one. Let's do 112. 112. There's a fucking R&B group named 112. Okay. 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 Here we go. Here we go. This is the BPM. This is the BPM. A. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. I never know where I'm going in these lives. I just I make whatever I feel. I make whatever I feel. Make whatever I feel. What is this of? I usually don't start with brass instruments, but you know, I don't care. I'm just doing. Sometimes I do what I don't normally do just to do something. I don't know what notes I'm doing. I don't be picking a scale. I literally just go wherever I fucking feel. Oh, hold up. I want to go there. That's gonna be the first. That's gonna be the first. The first track. Let's lay it down. Let's lay it down. We're not wasting no fucking time. We're not wasting no fucking time. We're getting to the shit. We're getting to the shit, baby. Watch this. We're getting to the shit. That's all I want. We're literally going to build around those 4 notes. Let me put my glasses on because I don't want to be squinting at this damn screen. It's about to get real. It's about to get real. Sound like finger snaps? I'm about to show you what it's about to sound like. Watch this. Watch this. This is about to be a quick cook up. It's 8:30. I got to go to work tonight. And we do be having quiet hours where I live. I don't live in a house. I live in an apartment. So we're going to make this quick. I don't want to be too late with the noise. But we're still, I think quiet hours start at 10. So we got enough time to do a little quick cook up. Yeah, we just going to keep 1. Yeah. Uh-huh. Boom. So this is C, D, E, F, G, A flat. A flat minor. Let me save this as a project. We're gonna call this family dope. I'll just say family dope. Since I was talking about family earlier. Family dope. A flat minor 112 BPM. That's what we want to do. Alright. I just had to save my project. Yeah. Okay, and then I want my loop to stop earlier. Yeah, I want to stop it at 6. Stop my loop at 6 because the BPM is a little different. All right, here we go. Boom. Save that. Let's get back to work, shall we? Let's get back to work, shall we? Huh. We're cooking, baby. We're cooking. Watch this. I want to put that on the low end. This is going to be a very quick cook up. I can feel it. I'm just going to really, it's going to be very quick. Hold up. Okay, here we go. All right. So the second one, I think I want to do different notes. Yeah, the second one is going to be different notes. The second one, I want to be different notes. Hold up. Oh, you know what? Well, let me stretch my loop. Okay, I see. Yeah, we're going to stretch the loop out. We're going to stretch the loop back out to where it was because, yeah, I see where I'm going now. I'm about to fuck y'all up. All right, so on the second one, I'm going to switch the, instead of doing, I'm going to say, dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we're gonna go. There we go. That's the second one. Watch this. All right, save. Put that there. Let's go. Okay, watch this. Let's see if that one sounds. See what that one sounds like. Boom. I want to go there. I want to go here. Oh, wait a minute. I want to move this one up. Boom. And then. Okay. I don't know if I played it the same way as the first. Let me see. Okay, I want to move this. I want to move this there. Hold up. The cool thing about how I do my music is that it keeps the human element because I don't quantize. And even though I do make corrections in post-production, everything is very human. It's humanly played by me. Only thing I really click and drag is like drums, but even some of my drums I play out on my keyboard sometimes. But because my instruments are so humanly played, it creates a different sway to the drums. Even if my drums are just digital drums, because I have to place them where I need to place them, everything's being placed in a very human kind of way. So that's what allows me to have my own little, it feels like me. It feels like my timing. It feels like my rhythm. That's the thing that most producers are missing, because everything is so perfectly quantized and snapped into place. So, all right, let me see. Boom, that's perfect. I like that. And when I say it's perfect, it's not perfect, and that's what makes it perfect, bitch. Yeah, we cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. Oh, I'm gonna put this at the end just so they can hear these last two notes. Yeah, I want y'all to hear those last two notes at the end. All right. Well, I'm gonna record that. I just want to see where I want to put it. Okay, I'm gonna put it there. All right, I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it there. Turn it down. Well, if I hit it hard, it does that. But I want to I want it to do that. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry. Hit the wrong key. Okay, here we go. I might want to, I just want to see how this sounds. I might want to stretch that, like hold the note a little longer, but I think I like where I let it go. So I just have to see how it sounds. Hold up. Oh, okay, so it's right here. Boom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Why? This is real. This is still. I'm like 2 more instruments, and you're gonna see where this shit's gonna go. Watch this. I need something that's kind of. Oh, I'm gonna go there. Okay, I hear it. Hold up. Oh. Okay. And I'm actually going to edit that instrument to make it sound completely different from how it sounds coming out the keyboard. So this is just to get the idea down. But that's going to be the cadence. That's the basic cadence right there. Let me make sure this thing is not out of tempo. It's supposed to be 112. So, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's play that. Oh, came in a little too late. Wait a minute. Play it again. Here we go. All right, let me slide that. What time is it? 8:44. Yeah, man, we probably gonna be done with this cookup by 9 o'clock. I ain't gonna lie. By 9 o'clock. I don't look at the time, but you know, I gotta go to work. And I kind of want to eat my little spaghetti that I just thawed out. You feel me? I'm fucking hungry in there, bitch. So we just cooking this shit. We just cooking this shit before work. This something light. You feel me? Okay, now I want to change this sound right now. So watch what I'm about to do. I like the timing of that instrument. Now I'm going to use one of my plugins. The plugin is called Sound Doctor, but it basically allows you to make a sound feel completely different. So I just want to make this feel like something different because I feel like that cadence is going to be the melody that kind of carries it in certain parts of this arrangement. So I just want to make this feel different. Okay, hold up. That almost sounds like how I want it to sound. Okay. Hold up. Mm, mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's almost there. That's like a little reverse effect. Trying to see if I want to put that. If I make it a little quieter, it'll probably be cooler. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Let me see how this sounds. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna turn my reverse effect down to about 10% because I don't. Well, 12%. That'll work. And yeah, I'm gonna trust that sounds how I want it to sound. All right, so let's bounce that to a clip. So that was basically, me tweaking that sound to sound a little different. Give it a little character, some of this shit be. Some instruments you don't want to be dry. You want to add a little depth. You want to add some spazang. Sometimes you just want to add a little spazang to that bitch. You feel me? All right, let's go. I actually want to just add a few drums real quick. Yeah, I want to add a few drums. because at this point we have a we have a basic loop, a loop-de-loop. Boom. I think I'm gonna chop this snare. Oh, actually, that might be kind of cool how it is. Let me see. Now, there's a few tempos I could go. I could go the fast tempo or the slow tempo. The slow tempo would go there. Fast tempo would go right here. And this snare would probably be this snare. See, if I go that tempo, it's gonna be like an up tempo. I don't want to go there. This particular tempo, I want to go the slower tempo. So, boom, it's gonna go there. It's gonna go there with it. Turn my metronome off. Let's go. And I'm gonna slide these. I'm gonna slide these snares up a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I want to do. Let me go. Okay. We're just adding some percussion. You feel me? We're in the percussion section, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the fuck we're doing right now. Oh, okay. Okay, watch this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll do a triplet. I think I want to do a triplet right there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to turn it down a little bit. Boom, turn that down. But I like that pattern. You feel me? I like that pattern. We're going to boom, boom, boom. Yeah. 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 Fuck is you doing with me? What are you thinking about? 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 Okay, I want to put a shaker. Let's put a shaker. Let's put a shaker. Let's put a shaker. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Boom, boom. Then I want to go. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Then I want to go. I want to slide these a little earlier. Yeah. 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 Hey, that's all I want from those. That's really all I want from those. Boom. That's really all I want. That's all I want from that one. You feel me? That's it. You know, just a little you feel me? Just a little bit of that. Okay, let me hear what this hi-hat sound like. Let me see. Let me hear what this one sound like. Bitch. Yeah. Bitch, let me see what this shit sound like though. Hold up. Okay, I want to move. This is when, you know, you get your instruments in the right little pocket. Some of my instruments are coming in a little too early, so I'm just going to slide it. Actually, I think everything might be. Yeah, I'm going to move everything back a tad, a millisecond. Yeah. Okay, now for my hi-hat, I'm going to... Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Boom, boom. Okay, and then I just need two more tat-tats. Two more tat-tats. Oh, I'm gonna go one. Yeah. And then the second one, I'm gonna go two. Oh, I could I might roll it, do like a quick little roll. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Okay, boom, I'll do that. Turn my hi-hat down. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Okay, this is a short 808. I think this would be a dope one. Okay. I'm gonna change my snare too. I'm gonna change my snare. I'm gonna keep that snare, but that ain't gonna be my main snare. Probably just gonna have it come in once or twice. But I want a different kind of snare. It's gonna make this hit a lot better. But I'm gonna do this kick first. Let me do my little 808 kick. Okay, I just want to do 2. Something like that. All right. I think I can fuck with that pattern. All right, so. Yeah. I'm gonna do a different snare. I'm gonna do a different snare. Might be a clap. I might do some type of clap. Let me see what this sounds like. Oops. Yeah, that one's gonna sound cool. Just gotta put it on the right track. I think this might be the type of snare that I am looking for. Okay, I think this might. Yeah, something like that. Let me see. Yeah, that's better. All right. Oh shit. I needed something a little thinner with a little more slap. You feel me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay. Turn this shit off. Yeah. I just want this right now. And I want to put a bass line. Put a little bass line. Yeah. Watch this. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna hold that shit. Boom. 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 Okay. Yeah. All right. That's what I hear. So, boom. Start this right here. All right. Turn this shit down. Make sure that shit don't record too loud. All right. Here we go. No, hold up. Sorry. Play it again. Let me play it again. I kind of got ahead of myself. Yeah, sometimes it takes a little while for it to kind of get going. You dig? Sometimes it takes a little minute. Sometimes you just gotta slow cook that thing. Watch this bass line though. The bass line about to wake it up. I don't know if you can hear this shit. You know, I got my microphones in though, so you should be able to hear. Ooh, yeah. 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 Ooh. Some a little slow bop. Just a little slow bop. Just a little slow bop. Something slow with it. Something slow. Some a little slow. I know. You was in the. I know. Hop in. I know. They was on. I know. Hop in. Oh. Yeah. Like go. Hop in. Go like me. Roll to no. Hop in. On me. Hop like on me. Jump at on me. That's my like on me. Go my go me. Hop in. On me. All that. That's home. Yo. When it comes to eat, hop in like high like 3. Hop in won't be don't be with the phone high. Watch this. We'll put a little something else on it. I'ma put a little something else on it. Okay. I'm gonna put that on there. I'm gonna put that on there. I'm gonna put that on there. Sometimes you just gotta cook it slow. You feel me? Sometimes it doesn't really make sense until you keep on cooking and you just start removing shit, putting shit in. You know, we're just like laying down ideas. Sometimes the first thing you lay down isn't like the thing that's gonna carry it. That's the thing that can kind of fool you. So like when I get started, it might sound like something, but then as I keep going, it's like, okay, you see what I'm saying? Then you start really arranging shit, and it's like, oh, that feel completely different than what I thought it was gonna feel like. I know, cause it's like that's what the cook up is about. You just like when you're in the kitchen, you know, like when you first start cooking up the meal, it's looking a certain way, but then once you start really put the seasoning on that bitch, you feel me? Put the yeah. We're just gonna keep it at those notes. Let's lay it down. Let me play it again. Yeah, this shit, it's too easy. It's too easy, bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Watch this. Watch what I do. I'm gonna slide it. Watch when I slide it. Now, when I slide it this way, boom, we're gonna slide it right here. Slide it right here. Then we're gonna. Okay, bring it back a little bit. Bring it back a little bit. Yo. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Oh my god. Yeah, stop fucking playing with me. I don't know why y'all like to fucking play with me. I don't know why people insist on playing with me. I don't know why people insist on fucking playing with me, but you need to stop. Yeah. This is a money I was on one. I had it going and we get it on. Yeah, the only one and getting it on. And it on the strong like I know. I was in my mind. Hello, I know. You know, I'm like, yeah. What's up, baby? I had raised it, let it breathe. Rain, we get rain, hot rain, we don't rain, hold up. Yeah. I see you, Miss Karen, I see you. Yeah, I see you though. Yeah. She loving the flow and she loving that on. She got a neat though. Hubbing that on, we on it back and we on it. This is the type of song I would just ride. Hold up. This is the type of song that I would just ride slow. I would just let it shit breathe and we gotta die low. If you ain't fucking with me, then you gotta die slow. Hey, bringing Imperium up. We had an Arian out. Foot out. Switch it up. Sometimes you're hearing things that you are familiar with, you know. This is just like off the top type shit. But when I'm really writing, I tend to come up with stuff that I wouldn't come up with just fucking around. So when I'm just dreaming up cadences when I'm on live, shit just be coming to me and I'm riding. We had it in me, on me live. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll just be doing whatever feels like would go on this. But I end up flipping shit in a way that I ain't even fucking know when I really sit. That's one thing I've never taken people into is my writing process. Because when I'm writing, I'm on my phone. So I would need 2 phones. I would probably need 2 phones so you can see what it really do. Got it being like, man, when when I'm writing on this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm really writing, it's a very meticulous process. I'm taking each word, each syllable, and then I'm actually structuring it around what I'm trying to say. Some people have to hear a cadence and plug in the words. Lately, sometimes I'll have like a basic type of flow that I might want to go for, but then as you start writing what you want to say, based on what you write, it'll dictate how you need to flow it. And since I always have a lot to say, that's why my flows be so, you'll never hear me stay on a particular flow for that long because I be having shit to say. So, I mean, I could dream up a cadence for whatever I'm trying to say. See what I'm saying? It's a difference in what you want to say and how you want it to feel. So, that's the marriage between the two. The marriage between the two. Hey! The marriage between the two. Like if that's what I wanted to say is the marriage between the two, that's how I would flow that. The marriage between the two. Now that's a cadence. The marriage between the two, you could develop a rhyme scheme off of the marriage between the two. Inherit the E's and U's. I stay on my P's and Q's. I link on the E's and U's. Don't care what he gon' do. You know what I'm saying? We had the E's to do. I had the B's to do. We had that means to move, and we had the B. That's like syllables. The marriage between the two. So between the two is the multi. They call that a multi-syllable rhyme scheme. So if I was to say the marriage between the two, then the syllables are E, A, U. That's the sound. E, A, U. Marriage between the two. So any kind of words that would fit a E, A, U and make your mouth do that, that's how you create a rhyme. So it don't even have to be a perfect rhyme as long as your mouth is doing E, A, U. Marriage between the two. So this is the receive the views. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the marriage between the two. I want to go live, receive the views. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got to be a perfect rhyme because between and receive aren't perfect words that rhyme. Between, receive, but they sound the same. Between the two and then two and views aren't perfect rhymes. Two views. Two views. See what I'm saying? But they sound the same. This is how you open up your writing. A lot of people write on like when you say that these two words rhyme, you trying to create a perfect rhyme, as in like how you wrote low, flow, slow, go. Those are perfectly rhyming words. Like low, flow, slow. Those first 3 words are actually spelled the exact same. You just switching the letters in the front. So those are perfectly rhymed words. That's how they teach you how to rhyme. Like when you're in elementary school, they teach you to rhyme perfectly. But when you start getting into writing songs and shit, if you really want to open up your writing, it's not even perfect rhymes. You just hearing syllables. So that's how I write. I hear syllables. When you start hearing syllables, that's when you could really start having fun with the English language and start bending words. Ooh. Bending them words, bending them hitting them like every sequence of syllables can be rhymed. Like if I'm saying bending the words, let's say if I just want to say bending the words, how many fucking rhymes can you do it? Bending the words. Now I could just choose to rhyme words, bending the words, and I could just rhyme the last syllable. Words, heard, shirt, slurred, word, grr. You know what I'm saying? But that's not fun. It's more fun to rhyme multiple syllables. That way you keep a bunch of your cadence how you want it to be. So like, been in the words it's a flow. Been in the words, I hang in like in the That's the sound. The sound is in the in the Been in the been in the words. We had it in and you finished the flirt. I had to finish my words. We had it in and you spinning my. Send them the and just send them the in the beat. You see what I'm saying? Like writing is fun. So all this shit is musical. Words are musical because it's just sounds, it's vibration, it's syllables. So this is why it's so easy for me to write, because I hear music. Everything is music. The words are music to me too. So yeah. And then that's how you take something simple like this, and the words can add more complexity to the simplicity of what I just produced. Because it's not a whole lot going on in this instrumental right now. But if I add words, that's like adding another track. It is literally adding another track to the overall arrangement. So some of your most favorite songs be having some of the most simple beats. It's just the words that they put on top, which was an extra added instrument. It just opens it up and makes it even more captivating. So that's the art of this shit. That's it. That's the art of it. I don't even want to produce no more. I just want to leave it there. Hold on, let me watch this. If I bring the little brass instruments back, let me see. And actually, I would like to that first brass instrument can get slid back even more. Sometimes you hear like timing issues once you record more things. So I'm gonna move that back. Yeah. 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 Turn that shit down. Turn that shit. Yeah. Turn that shit. Turn that shit. Turn that shit down and down. Hey. Hey. See, now I'm just hearing where each instrument should sit, like which one should be louder than other ones. So like that little lead, they'd be like, that's gonna be tucked in the back. I'm probably gonna EQ a lot of that high end out of that instrument and then just let it sit in the back. So I could actually do that right now. I'm gonna EQ this, and this will be the last thing I do, and then we're gonna wrap it up because it's 9:30, and yeah, I'm just gonna eat and get ready for work. So basically, I'm going to EQ. If you don't know what EQing is, it's basically the art of boosting or cutting frequencies in sounds. Every sound has frequencies. The frequencies to the human ear that we can catch and hear go from about 20 hertz to 1600 hertz. The higher the hertz, the higher the frequency, which means the low end, like bass instruments, they range between 20 hertz and 125 hertz is like the kick drum hertz or the frequency. 125 would be like what you hear when you hear a kick drum. Once you start getting above 125, then you're starting to get in more of the higher end of the low end. So from about 125 to 300 would be the higher end of the low end. That's where it's getting a little more punchy. Now you're getting closer to the mid-range frequencies, which would be Once you start getting 400 through 800, that's like the lower end of your mid-range frequencies, which are more of your punchy frequencies. So it's like every frequency has a sound. Literally every number of the frequency has a sound. So once you start to mix, then you know what each frequency sounds like. So you know which frequencies you need to cut and which ones you want to boost. So now this is audio engineer talk right now. This ain't got nothing to do with composing. This is a whole nother art form or a skill set or talent, is having to learn. This is more of a science, honestly. It's more of a science. It's not a talent. This is when it becomes mathematical. This is why you have certain people that are in the studio to engineer, and you got certain people in the studio that's in there to be creative. Like what I just showed y'all in the beginning part, or most of my COOKUPs, I'm showing you the creative part of adding sounds. This is, you have to have a composer's ear to hear the sounds and what you want to add. But then once you have the sounds added, it's usually a separate person doing this. I happen to be doing everything. It's why I'm not no regular motherfucker, because I can be creative, but then I can also be mathematical. So I have to use a different part of my brain. Once I have my sounds recorded, now I have to really hear where they should be stacked, which frequencies should be used at certain areas, what volume should I have this at. You know what I mean? That's when it gets to be audio engineer nerd. I can play that role too, because I'm really that. All right, so this instrument, I don't want the high-end frequencies in it. So I'm gonna play it by itself so you can hear it. This instrument right here. You hear that, right? That's what it sounds like with all the frequencies still in it. How I'm playing it from the keyboard. It has a lot of frequencies that are in it. But I don't want the high-end frequencies in it. I want it to sit behind some of those other instruments. So I'm gonna sweep it. They call that, it's called a low pass. They got a low pass and a high pass. The low pass is actually sweeping the high-end frequencies. So I'm doing a low pass on this and I'm sweeping out. It looks like, just looking at this wave, the highest frequency looks like it's about at 7,500 hertz. So I'm gonna sweep out a lot of those frequencies and probably just bring it down to, like, I want the highest frequency to be lower so that it's not so noticeable to the human ear. I don't want it too bright in the mix. So instead of it sounding like this, I'm about to sweep it. It's gonna sound more like this. See what I'm saying? It's not as bright. It's gonna sit behind some shit now. Now watch how this shit sounds playing with the other instruments. Same instrument, but now it's tucked behind the other ones. So now it just feels like an accompanying instrument. See what I'm saying? So that was just a quick little lesson. This is something I'm gonna be doing in the COOKUPs. I'm gonna be teaching. I'm gonna be vibing. I'm gonna be interacting. I'm gonna be cooking. It's gonna be all type of dope shit. Okay, so I'm gonna save that and then I'm gonna bounce that to a clip because I like how that's sitting. I like that. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna cook for today. And now, I'm gonna close this COOKUP, turn my drums off. This is the point in my COOKUP where I turn my drums off, and I just want to give y'all a message. So I already talked for a good minute. I talked for a good minute earlier. I kind of want y'all to hear it a little bit. Hear them instruments in the back. Yeah. I want y'all to hear that a little bit. Earlier I gave a message. We just gonna reiterate the point. If you got family, if you know your family is dope, and when I say dope, I don't mean you like them. You like everything about them. You're not gonna like everything about a person. The more time you spend around somebody, the more flaws you see. And that's actually when your love is tested, when you can see the things you don't like. Once again, want to give a big shout out to my parents. It's almost like when you reconnect with people you love, it's like starting a new relationship. I feel like me and my parents just started a new relationship, and I've been knowing them my whole life. So that's how relationships go. Sometimes you have to start new phases of the relationship based on what you've learned and where you've gotten to in your life. Everybody is supposed to be evolving. Evolution is about learning. You don't learn without experience. So the more you experience, the more you should learn. This is why I don't understand when people are in their elder years and they have not evolved. That means you're experiencing, but you're not learning. Because with learning comes change. You have to change once you are aware of things that you weren't aware of before. So it's very sick if you're living and experiencing, but you're not learning. And yeah, you're not changing. Some people learn, but they refuse to change. But then that would mean you're okay with the same unhealthy pattern, whatever your life is. Whatever's happening in your life that you don't like. That's the thing you should be aiming to change through your behavior. And your behavior, again, will change based on what you experience and what you absorb from that experience. I don't like making the same mistake multiple times. I've had to fuck up multiple times, though, because, again, you get connected to these concepts and these ideas that you want to live out. And it's hard to let go of certain stuff because you just want it to work. But if it ain't working, let the shit go. It's that simple. Love on your people. Don't forget to love yourself. Consume your life with everything that you love. But the even more important advice is to consume your life with the thing you love the most should consume most of your life. And that's what you build around. And you don't need a whole lot. You don't need a whole lot. A lot of people have given the advice to young entrepreneurs that you need to have multiple streams of income, and it's good to have, multiple skills. Yes, it is good to know how to do a lot of different things. It's good to diversify, but it starts with one thing. Everybody should be very, very, very good at one thing. And that's what you should focus on building around. But you can't do multiple things trying to build on one thing. I'm happy to be focused on my music again. I have one more design project to finish, and then I'm going to be completely freeing myself. I'm freeing all of my time up to just focus on music. And that's why it's going to grow how it's never grown before. Assess your life. Make sure you're not wasting any hours on things that you really don't feel 100% good about. Stop holding on to shit that ain't supposed to be held on to. Let it go. Let people go. Let habits go. Free up yourself. Free up your spirit. Free up your mind. Free up everything. And you're going to feel a lot better, I promise.
You're gonna feel a lot better after you let that stuff go. And once you let it go, you'll realize that, damn, this wasn't even something worth holding on to. Why was I holding on to it so tight? Get over that initial feeling of letting it go, because it's going to feel bad. Initially, it's going to feel like you're losing a part of yourself. The things we hold on to are not us. Those things don't define us. It's just things we've decided to do or to grasp onto. We are attached. Let go of your unhealthy attachments. Attach yourself to the right things and the right people, and watch how your whole life changes. That's my message. Again, my name is Yave. I will be live on this page regularly, so this is where you're gonna find me. I'm investing in myself, and it feels great. Turn my shit up. Mask on. Real life ninja shit. Real life ninja shit. Real life ninja shit. Real life ninja shit. I might put this on my Patreon. I will be working with people in music, so be on the lookout for that. Again, my name is Jave. Don't forget to wave. I love you all. Humanity is dope. I'm dope. I'm always be dope.